Hi Pisces, here is your love reading for the month of July 2017. I have already pre-shuffled and laid out your cards. Now the central issue for this month, we do have Judgment, Major Arcana, and it's in the reverse position. Now look, yes, the Judgment card can talk about you placing judgment on somebody else for the way they have behaved, the way they've treated you. Yes, there can also be an element of you judging yourself, maybe too harshly, maybe feeling an element of guilt about the way you've handled a particular person or a relationship. But the Judgment card can also be about second chances. And it may very well be that somebody from your past may be trying to offer you a second chance. And you may be blocking that. You may not be wanting to offer this person a second chance. It can go vice versa, okay? So always keep that in mind. The next card we've got another Major Arcana, the Hierophant, again in the reverse position. Now, the Hierophant can often be referred to as a card about marriage. Maybe if you was in, maybe the person you was in a previous relationship with, maybe you was hoping that that relationship was going to lead to a marriage. But also the Hierophant can talk about getting to the truth, unlocking the truth. And it may be that there's been some untruths, half-truths. See, the Hierophant like that can talk about a lack of balance within a relationship, a lack of faith, a lack of devotion. The Hierophant is often about tradition as well. In the upright, tradition, as I said, in terms of marriage and commitment. In the reverse, it can be talking, often I can see with this card, a friends with benefits type situation. That maybe you were in a relationship with somebody in the past that you thought was going to offer marriage, that you thought you were going to have that conventional type of relationship with. And they may have let you down on that. They may have had their own idea of a conventional, traditional type of relationship may have been very different to yours. Like I said, maybe a friends with benefits type situation. And the Judgment card there may be because on some level you may be judging them about the way they've treated you, about the fact that maybe they weren't as honest and as truthful about what it is they were actually offering to you. Now, in the present, we've got the Page of Pentacles. So we see that you're very focused on something. Now look, the Pentacles is our material world, our finances, our home, our career. Maybe for some of you, because I very much picked up in your last couple of months readings, Pisces, that you have seemed to be more focused on other areas of your life and not so much on relationships. And you know, the page can be about being more focused on your finances. It can also touch on a desire to manifest your dreams. But for all of you, your dreams are going to be different. For some of you, it may be a relationship, trying to manifest the type of relationship that you want. Maybe the more conventional, traditional type of relationship. For some of you, it will be about focusing on your career and your finances more than a relationship. Now, in your advice, we do have the Seven of Wands. It is in its reverse position. Now, the thing with the Seven of Wands in that position, again, it can be about trying to avoid conflict, allowing somebody else to have the upper hand. Because you may on some level be wanting to speak up, but you're trying to avoid an element of conflict. Very similar message there to the Five of Wands in the reverse position. But also with the Seven of Wands, it can talk about the severing of ties, because there's been too many challenges to be able to overcome. There can be an element of comparing yourself to somebody else, feeling a lack of confidence, an element of feeling manipulated by somebody. Also, it can touch on that no matter how hard you may have tried within this relationship, it never offered you what you were truly looking for. Now, in your next advice position, we've got the Justice card. It's in its upright, so it's justice in your favour here. The scales are going to be balanced. You know, sometimes with the Justice card, what I feel with that sometimes is that saying about what goes around comes around. If somebody's treated you harshly or hasn't been entirely honest with you, then maybe on some level that's going to come back and bite them on the bum, especially if somebody is attempting to try to reconcile with you after treating you in not a fair way previously. Now, in your environment, we've got the Chariot, Major Arcana. In fact, out of this 8-card spread, you have got 5 major arcanas. So we've got major things going on this month, Pisces. The Chariot card in the reverse position can very much touch on feeling an element of oppression, restriction. It can talk as well about there being no forward movement here. See, I really feel that somebody is looking for a second chance. But I feel in the past they haven't been entirely truthful. That it may have been a touch of a friends with benefit type of situation. That you maybe was hoping this relationship was going to develop to much more of a long-term commitment. I don't think this Chariot card is talking about you feeling oppressed or restricted. I think it's talking about you putting a block to this. You not allowing there to be any forward movement with this person. Now, it's possible they were a fire sign. We do have the Queen of Wands here. It is in your best path to follow, possible, so I would avoid this person. It's in its reverse position. It's not gender specific in these readings. The Queen of Wands in that position, it can talk about somebody that is jealous, somebody that is pushy, domineering, touching on manipulation. Somebody that you cannot rely on. Somebody that can very much break their promises. Now, your outcome is your fifth major arcana. It is the Devil card in the reverse. And I like to see this card in the reverse because it talks about freeing yourself. Taking the chains off and freeing yourself from this situation. See, I think that you've come to a realization that this relationship was never going to offer you what you wanted. That the person was not being truthful, honest, was not offering commitment. And I do think that there is this chance of them wanting a second chance. But I think for you, emotionally, you have now got to the point where you have freed yourself from this person. I think for a long time you was chained to them. It's taken a long time to get over this relationship. But in this month of July, most definitely, there's no going back for you. Now, the Romance Oracle card for you is, it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Now, I personally don't think that this card is talking about this situation. Maybe for a small, very small number of you it is. But seeing this Devil card in this reverse position and the Chariot in the reverse, I don't think it is talking about this I think this main reading is talking about a past relationship. A past relationship that somebody may be trying to resurrect. And I don't think you are going to allow that. I think that card, the Oracle card, is talking about future. Is talking about it is safe for you to open your heart and offer your love to somebody. Don't allow this situation that you've previously been in to put you in a position where you put a barrier up and where you block future potential partners from entering your life. Don't let this past experience impact on your future happiness. If somebody else comes into your life, then take that chance to open your heart again. The card says it is safe for you to love again. Don't think that all relationships are going to be built on the same lack of truth that this relationship was built on. You're going to free yourself 100% from this situation in the month of July. And I think this card, this Oracle card, is just here to highlight that there are going to be potential partners in the future. A potential partner. And don't close your heart off to that. Okay, Pisces, that does conclude this reading. Thank you so much for liking, sharing and subscribing to my channel. Take care. Bye.